the form of a monstrous wolf. The Anti-Valkyria Squad, an elite unit within the Jutland army, was crowned with this ferocious moniker. They were heroes in the European Liberation War. But let me share with you the untold story of this unit's founding.
The world power's restrictions grow harsher with each day. Parliament and my King Father alike are sitting on their hands, while their wrist-wringing diplomats negotiate. But now is the time for our country to rise and fight back.
Your Highness, the safety of His Royal Majesty's subjects is first and foremost on his mind.
I understand that, but defending our lives at the cost of our livelihoods is a poor form of protection indeed. Our imported Ragnite supply is dwindling, and the people are suffering for it. If we do not act, Jutland will lose the strength to stand. And that, I fear, is precisely what Ruse wants. Weakening Jutland as if pouring poison down our ears, while whispering honeyed lies into those of the major powers. I cannot sit idly by as this kingdom dies a creeping death. And yet, I am powerless to stop it. It vexes me so.
Lady.
Pardon me. Parliament is starting to lean toward war, Your Highness.
I beg your pardon? Why now, after resisting it for so long?
Many of the younger politicians have rallied together in support, and it's spilled beyond Parliament. A pro-war article has grown quite popular, shifting public opinion on the matter. Even the military's begun collecting intel on the other world powers. It would seem a coordinated effort is being made to reshape Jutland's future. I believe Lieutenant Gronkair is part of this cabal.
Gronkair? You mean Amlet?
He's pushing to form an anti-Valkyria squad.
Pardon?
A specialized team trained to combat Ruse's Valkyria. Elite soldiers with exceptional skills, complemented by the most advanced Ragnite weapons available. They intend to train people with a high Ragnite aptitude, regardless of status or experience, to wield these weapons. Amlet Gronkair wants to join the team himself. Considering his rank and Ragnite aptitude, he'll likely be appointed as the squad's commanding officer. Given that he was a schoolmate of yours, Princess, I thought this might interest you.
Imagine him taking initiative for once. Oh heavens, how foolish I have been. Here I was worrying about what I can do rather than doing, while my subjects are already standing up for themselves. Has the commission of this unit already been approved?
No, there's been some resistance from the moderates.
Princess. Godot, Miranda, please get ready. We will be departing soon. To Parliament!
Ophelia spoke to Jutland's parliament in favor of the war effort. The young princess's sincere voice spurred public opinion, and support for the anti-war movement grew less and less. And so, the monarchy officially declared war at long last and approved the creation of Vannergund.
Second Lieutenant Amlet Gronkair, in view of the upcoming battle with Ruse, I hereby promote you to First Lieutenant. Furthermore, you are appointed henceforth as the commanding officer of the Anti-Valkyria Squad, effective immediately.
Yes, Your Majesty.
This unit's founding was made possible by my daughter's call to action, though it was you who first lobbied for it, yes?
Yes, I'm grateful for Princess Ophelia's support. The citizens of Jutland have long suffered under Ruse's cruelty. Expecting someone else to come along and solve our problems simply isn't an option. Waiting, we realized, won't save lives. I thank Your Majesty and Princess Ophelia for giving us this opportunity to serve our country.
I hold your patriotism in high regard. Now, go forth. What a gifted young man. His valiant spirit is invigorating. I am proud to see Jutland has a hero in its time of need. Men like him were made to light their nation's darkest hour.
Just so, Father.
Ophelia, my dear daughter, you may laugh at a foolish old man's fears, but even now my soul is filled with doubt. Was declaring war truly the right course of action? Am I not sending these young men with promising futures to their deaths?
Father, your kind heart has been a blessing to our land. But you must trade the banner of peace for the sword of war. Jutland needs more heroes.
Nevertheless.
Should your majesty allow, I wish to become one as well.
Whatever do you mean, my child?
I would like for you to hear one last plea.
To form the Anti-Valkyria Squad, drafted citizens with high Ragnite aptitude were identified from their physical exams.
Ha! 'Tis only logical that I be asked to join an elite team. Among the noble houses, it was well known that no man is better at handling Ragnite, or ladies for that matter. You'll all soon learn what it means to be physically, mentally, and socially outclassed. You're welcome.
I was an engineer before the draft. Nice to meet you.
I design mana stuff. Anyway, are the weapons done? I told him to make mine cute.
Me? I've been away from the military for a while now, but I ended up being called back. I thought I'd be returning to a dingy troop full of men, but I'm more than happy to see lots of beauties in our ranks. Look forward to working with you.
In addition, sentiment in favor of the war had grown throughout the country, and many volunteered to enlist.
I'm a former teacher. I volunteered to protect my homeland. For the children who will one day inherit Jutland, I'll give my all in eradicating the Ruck threat.
I used to be part of the main force, but I heard that the latest weaponry will be provided to the Anti-Valkyria Squad. If we're going all out at Ruse anyway, I want to do it with a bang.
Hi! Thanks for waiting. Helena Anderson. And this here's Bloom Thomason. We leapt at the chance to put those Rucks in their place.
Maybe you shouldn't say that kind of stuff to our superiors, Helena.
Lighten up, Bloom. You're a soldier now. Act like one. Just point me in the direction of the enemy. Let me at him. Wow, she's ready to throw down.
Me oh my, the proletariat is such a pugilistic pack. Don't get your bodice in a bunch over me, my lowborn beauty.
Big talk. But can you back it up? Let's see if you can even throw down with the toughest commoner around.
The toughest commoner?
Isn't this unit a little too chipper?
Like being back in school.
Well, it never hurts to be energetic.
Heads up. The commanding officer has arrived.
Good, you're all here. From today forward, you are all members of Jutland's new Anti-Valkyria Squad, Vannergund. I expect each of you to give us everything you've got in order to protect this country. We need to be ready for anything, so let's begin training immediately. That's all for now. Ophelia?
I shall be joining your noble endeavor.
Is this a joke? The front line is no place for a princess.
My king father has been convinced otherwise, as he can avow.
I am Lieutenant Villefort, Godot Villefort. As per the king's request, I will be joining the squad and accompanying the princess. I shall serve as Commander Amlet's adjutant and Princess Ophelia's bodyguard.
Ophelia?
Absolutely not.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Your countenance says it all. Save your objections, for I have already made up my mind. 'Twas I who enjoined Parliament to form this unit. How can I hide behind palace walls while sending you to war? You said so yourself, Amlet Gronkair. Waiting saves no one. If sacrifices must be made to relieve my people's suffering, then surely I ought to offer more than my prayers. So far as I am able, I will fight to protect my subjects.
Is she serious?
This might be a more difficult mission than I thought.
November 6th, 1852 EC. They were the fangs of Jutland and the traitor's honed blade to challenge the Valkyria. This was how the Anti-Valkyria Squad came to be. Their achievements are as written in many biographies and books detailing the history of the war.
That's all for today's training. When you get back to HQ, be sure to inspect your equipment.
Hey, whose stomach is growling?
Jeez, someone here is far too lax.
I'm terribly sorry.
Oh, it was Fifi.
Such a shameful display. Ever so sorry.
Princess!
Did she just collapse in hunger?
Are you serious? Stand back, all of you! Give her room!
Huh? What the deuce are you?
Fifi?
Is that coming from her stomach?
It's happening again.
What do you mean, again? Princess!
Whenever Ophelia gets too hungry, she loses control.
In all my time as her bodyguard, I've never seen her like this.
Something tells me she's never gone hungry in the palace. Since joining the military, she must have started rationing her meals like a normal soldier would. But now she's at her limit.
It looks like she's in pain.
She must be holding it back by sheer force of will. But the moment she loses control, she'll go on a rampage. This happened more than once back at the Institute.
Captain Grandcare is trembling. Just what kind of hell did he see?
I need to do something, now. Wait here with Ophelia. If it starts, do whatever it takes to stop her.
Where are you going? What are we supposed to do now?
Odds bodkin! Running away without a word. That is why commoners make me so... That's why I can't stand him!
Why don't you give her some of your bread rations, Helena? Maybe that'll tide her over.
Good idea. Here, Princess, eat up.
No, don't!
What the? Why is she in more pain?
Idiot! You'll only provoke an empty stomach when you feed it partially. That only made her hungrier.
What do we do? What do we do?
I guess we just wait for the captain.
I wonder what he plans to do.
My apologies. We just sold out a few minutes ago.
Well, can't you make some more?
I'm afraid not. Already cleaned out the oven for the day.
Please, I have to have it.
Sorry, mister. No can do.
She's starting to move.
Is this it?
The captain said to stop her no matter what. I know. Let's talk about all the good times we've shared.
I see. Appeal to her reason with the memories we've shared together. Okay. Remember that time we went toe-to-toe in a pastry eating contest at my cafe, Princess? Fifi, think about the first time we had tea and cake.
Do you recall how I asked you out to dine in some fine meats, Princess?
The milk we had after training sure hit the spot, right?
Hey, don't all those memories involve food? Everything you've just said is having the opposite effect.
But we all bonded with Fifi by watching her chow down.
Those sounds aren't normal. Things are looking grim, First Sergeant.
Whatever you're doing, Captain, make it quick.
Please, I'm begging you. Isn't there something you can do?
Don't be unreasonable. Can't you come back tomorrow?
No, she needs it now.
Then why don't you go to a different restaurant?
It has to be from here. Please, I'll do anything.
What is this? I don't even...
Oh, I know. Hey, remember how we really got into our chat about those impromptu gourmet dishes you can get at camp?
Or when I talked about how the main force's provisions were terrible, Your Highness reassessed the military's policies. I was so touched.
Remember eating snacks together at night? Keeping it a secret from Godot and Bridget?
One time you sent a lot of snacks to my students.
Hey, your stories are all about food too.
You better get back fast, Captain.
I already told you, my hands are tied. Get out of here, you...
Now hold on there.
Boss.
I heard what's going on. I remember you, Sonny. You used to come here all the time. You were still a student. There's some reason for all this ruckus?
Well, it is what it is. Fire up the oven.
What? Are you serious?
If it's gotta be us, it's gotta be us. Let's get cooking.
Thank you. I mean your debt.
What do we do? The princess's stomach hasn't settled down at all. At this rate, the rampage...
Princess, stop! I've never felt so powerless as your bodyguard. I can't even feed you when you need it most. Please, Your Highness, hold yourself together. Please!
Good, dough.
She's coming too.
Fifi?
She looks even more famished. Is she going to make it?
Maybe she held out for as long as she could.
Oh no!
It is fine. 'Tis better than causing everyone trouble.
No trouble! Being a little piggy's what makes you special. I love the face you make when you pork out in a tasty treat.
Yeah, that's right. You eat things so cheerfully.
When your highness eats food so happily, you seem like a normal girl. Before I realized it, I felt closer to you.
Let's eat delicious dishes together again! Fifi!
Yes, let us eat, everyone.
Fifi!
This can't be happening.
Sorry I took so long.
Captain, Fifi's! Fifi's!
Is that a kebab?
You took all this time and only brought back a kebab? There's no way the void in her stomach can be filled by a...
Wait, I'm sure the captain knows what he's doing.
Delicious.
She's alive again! Fifi!
Captain, what is in that kebab? How could it possibly fill her up from just one bite?
That's Ophelia's favorite food. Since her institute days.
Like Grunker. What are you eating there all by yourself?
It's a kebab.
Kebab?
It's just meat wrapped in pita. Nothing special.
On the contrary, 'tis the first time I have heard of it.
You want some?
My! Are you positive? Thank you. Delicious.
It's cheap eats. I'm sure you've had much better back in the palace.
Nay, I say, never have I tasted a delicacy so divine.
Ever since, the kebab's the only thing that stops her rampages. I guess she really liked it.
I didn't know she had a favorite food. Is that where you went, Captain? To buy this?
Yeah. For whatever reason, it has to be a kebab from the same place I got them back in school. Had to get the manager to jump through hoops for this.
I can't believe it.
Everyone, I am terribly sorry. Cannot believe I caused so much trouble.
No worries. At least you're okay now.
Yeah, and don't push yourself so hard. If you're hungry, just tell us, okay?
But of course, I shall remember everyone's kind words for the rest of my days.
Well, now that that's settled, why don't we go to Cafe Anderson? After all this craziness, I'm hungry too.
Don't even think about going on a rampage, got it?
I won't.
It seems I've caused you trouble again, Amlet. My apologies. I did try to be careful after we graduated.
I'm used to it. I just can't believe that's still your favorite food. You're an odd woman.
What can I say? The kebab you fed me truly was that tasty.
Hey, Ophelia.
Hmm?
You got some on your mouth.
Oh my, thank you.
I told you before, you gotta keep your appearance up. You're a princess after all.
Honestly, those two.
Good grief.
It's so natural to them, there's not a damn thing we can say about it.
Huh?
Oh, it's over.
Only natural that I survived. But with all this continuous combat, even I have some cause for complaint.
Looks like the young ones are at their limit.
The battlefront's increased and we've been fighting non-stop. Seems about time the rookies would feel it.
What a disgrace. When I was their age, Nope. Not good. I'm becoming preachy as I get older. Yes, there's no avoiding it. When we get back, we'll have to rejuvenate them a bit.
Do you mean that tradition from the main force?
I sure do. You in, Jorder?
Yes, First Sergeant.
Good of you to make it, gentlemen.
Good gravy, you've got some nerve rounding us up like this. At least let me get some rest and relaxation on my days off.
Don't be like that. The First Sergeant has a very important mission. Give him your full attention, you two.
An important mission?
From this point forward, we will conduct an infiltration op on the shower room.
Whoa!
What the
whoa!
deuce?
You can't do that, Daryl. Bridget and the other ladies are all using it right now. Oh, don't tell me you want to spy on them while they shower. That'd be terrible. What are you thinking?
I'll do it!
What? Mr. Isaac, at least think it over a little.
Silence! Didn't your mommy teach you to respect your elders?
My elders?
Oh, well, I just wanted to be a proper senior to my juniors who have seen non-stop conflict. Bloom, haven't you built up a lot of fatigue? There's the body, yes, but more importantly, I mean your spirit.
My spirit?
Men are simple creatures. If they see something nice, that alone will fill them with the strength to overcome any obstacle. Fierce combat on the front line abuses the body and wears down the spirit. However, if you engrave those 2 hills from your memory into your soul, you can overcome any kind of hell. That's what men are. Don't you agree?
2 hills?
Within your memories, do you have such hills that can comfort your soul?
Sir, no, sir!
Then let us witness them together, so that you too can overcome the hell of tomorrow.
What's more, this operation will unify us men further!
Huh. Typically, I'd be far too refined for such lowly lechery. But beauty bewitches both princes and paupers. I dare say all's fair in love, war, and wantonness.
Well said, Isaac.
Hey, Bloom, Isaac said this much. If you don't do this, you're not a man. Now be true to yourself. Don't you want to see him too? Helena's hills?
Whoa, Bridget, those are huge! And Tilda's a 10 out of 10. Wow, who'd have thunk Helena's skin was so smooth? Thanks. Your skin's amazingly soft, too.
Stop messing around and start washing yourselves, the both of you.
I'll do it! I'm sure this will blow up in our faces, but no regrets.
I knew it. I knew you were a man among men. Let's do this. Commence operation.
I better keep myself beautiful like Tilda. I'm kind of worried about my tum. I think I'm getting love handles.
Looks good on a girl your age.
You know it. More cushion for the pushin'. You're so cute and squishy. Ooh, like here. And there. Stop! That tickles!
I feel a nosebleed coming on.
At least do it after you see the real thing.
All right, let's open the door to...
What are you doing?
Hamlet! It's not what it looks like, Captain. This is an operation to supervise the shower room.
Chill, Jorder.
If you're doing what I think you're doing, you better stop now.
Oh, Captain, my Captain, you're a man too, so you understand, don't you? The meaning behind our actions. I beg you, overlook it just this once.
As your commanding officer, I can't allow that.
Ha! Trying to act all cool just when things are getting hot. Must be hard being the captain, Deep down, you'd like to sneak a peek too, wouldn't you, you covert pervert?
Please, Captain, I need to see the Twin Hills.
So, you're the mastermind behind this, Daryl.
Sorry, Captain. I gave these young ones a dream, so I can't stand down now.
Can't let you act cool on your own, First Sergeant. I'll accompany you.
This fight is for our hopes and dreams. I can't give up now. Besides, I finally have a reason to pound you into oblivion!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I need this.
Is that the way you want to play this? Fine by me.
Huh? Captain?
I see now how serious you all are. I won't stop you.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Did he decide to turn a blind eye?
As if. He ran because he was afraid I'd beat him off.
Maybe he was just doing his job, but decided to look the other way. Looks like the captain's a nice guy after all.
The captain's a considerate man.
It appears you're all done talking.
Yep, with this we can...
Did you really think you wouldn't be discovered after all that noise?
Bloom, what were you thinking? You're better than this. Maybe I'll get a little bit nasty, just this once.
The captain knew. He realized that we'd been found out.
He made it look like a retreat, but he won tactically. Well played, Captain.
Hope you boys are ready.
That covers everything we needed to discuss. Anyone have any objections?
None here.
Same.
A perfect plan as always.
Love clocking out early. Hey, how about we order out and knock back a few cold
It's a great
ones here
idea.
at the hideout?
I'm always game for any invitation to drink.
We have been leaving right after our meetings lately. I suppose it's fine once in a while.
Count me in. I'm pretty hungry.
Sure, why not?
That settles it. Amsal and I can grab the grub. What do you want to eat? I got a hankering for steak myself. Big, tender, and dripping with meat juice.
I want steak too.
I would prefer something a bit lighter. How about fish?
Fish sounds good. I had steak for lunch.
I think I'll have fish too. Say what? You call yourselves men?
Why not just buy both?
It's bad enough we'll be buying booze by the barrel thanks to Vi. We should probably keep the rest of the order simple.
I'd rather not increase the number of us going to the store. As a precaution, it's better that we're not seen together.
True. One side has to yield then.
The majority says fish. You should concede to us, Basil.
I don't wanna. Plus, Vi's on my side. True gentlemen ought to concede to a lady's tastes. Besides, fish meat's practically a vegetable. I want steak, a real man's meat.
All right. We'll settle this the usual way. Got it?
Damn Skippy. Steak or fish, what'll it be? Let's leave it up to Lady Luck.
So be it.
Go for it.
What's up, Vi? Something on your mind?
Oh, no, not really. I was just wondering when we started deciding things with a coin toss.
Oh, that was...
Hey, you forgot already? The first coin toss was over what to play when we were kids.
Wait, that's incorrect. It was when we argued over the name of this hideout.
What are you talking about? The first time we did it was to decide what colored bouquet to give Miss Maria.
I can't believe you guys. Those are all completely different incidents.
Hell nah, my mind's a steel trap. Come on, guys, remember? We used to fight over playing tag or playing house, yeah? Saul wanted to play house, so I called him a girl. Then he started crying and turned it into a big freaking deal. That's when someone said we should flip a coin. And the rest is history.
You're the one who needs to remember. It was when we were exploring the ruins. We found this place and were trying to decide what to call it. Amlet, Violet, and you wanted hideout, while Freet and I wanted secret base. Neither side would yield. That was the first incident we started using the coin toss.
I'm telling you, it was when we couldn't decide on Miss Maria's birthday present. We couldn't decide whether a red or blue bouquet best suited her. No one would budge. That's the first fight we solved with a coin toss.
I remember how you were oddly worked up about that, Anne.
You insisted that Miss Maria would look better with blue.
You could have left that part out.
Okay, well, let's put that particular mystery aside for now.
Agreed.
Anyway, I'm hungry. Let's choose if we'll have steak or fish quickly.
Do it, Baz.
Alrighty. Heads for steak, tails for fish. No hard feelings. Now, let's do this. Ha-ha! It's heads! Real meat it is. Savory, succulent steak.
Rules are rules, Saul.
So be it. However, we're buying plenty of vegetables to eat on the side, Basil.
Sure, whatever. Come on, ladies. Let's bring home the bacon.
Good grief. If we didn't have the coin toss, we might never stop fighting. Anyway, I wonder who first suggested we use it. I can't seem to remember that either.
I did.
Really?
Miss Maria gave me this book, an adventure story, and I fell in love with the main character. Anytime he and his friends disagreed, they'd flip a coin to decide what to do. When I told you all about it, we started doing it too.
Oh, I remember that book. The one that went, heads or tails, no hard feelings, right?
Yep, that's what the main character always said. I read one of those parts to you all. Everyone liked it, so we decided to solve our own arguments with a coin toss too, no matter how big or small.
So that's how it went. We should be thanking you then. Because of that rule, we haven't gone our separate ways, even with all our bickering.
Truth is, the real reason I suggested it is because of something Miss Maria said to me.
Oh?
We'd often read that novel together. When we reached the coin toss scene, she saw how absorbed I was, patted my head and said, "Try to be like the main character." In other words, to be the kind of person who watches out for their friends no matter what, who sticks with them. I promised her I would. Now that I'm older, I finally understand. I think she was worried that one day we might have a fight that split us apart. We were orphans, the only family we had. Without each other, we'd have no one. So if you're going to thank anyone, thank Miss Maria. It's because of her that we've stayed together all these years.
I see. Miss Maria really has taught us so many things. Wait a minute. Since you clearly remember who told us about the coin toss, that means you also remember why we started using it in the first place.
Whoops, you got me.
I knew it! So why didn't you say it sooner?
I was going to, but none of you would budge. And I was hungry.
That's the reason? Geez, you really do things at your own pace. Now stop keeping it to yourself and tell me what it is.
Okay. As soon as everyone's back. Looks like we'll be walking down memory lane tonight.